And welcome back to session 5 of the EIT Manufacturing Summit for 2020. And dear participants, I think there's probably not a little bit of irony in the fact that session 5 is called Getting Fit for Digital, as we've seen by the technical challenges that we've just been having throughout session 4. Obviously, it's clear that getting fit for digital is not as easy as it sounds. We are obviously on the brink of this fourth industrial revolution, often gets glossed over just as the digital transformation. So in other words, that means the embedding of digital technologies that are changing the face of the industrial world in every sector, everywhere we look. Things like cyber physical systems, obviously Internet of Things, AI, as we've talked about, and cloud computing. So how is EIT manufacturing actually helping Europe's more than 2 million manufacturing enterprises to prepare for this transformation, as we know that for a number of the smaller players in the industry, this presents a raft of challenges. So I'm very, very pleased now to introduce Jean-François Duroc. He is the director of the innovation pillar at EIT Manufacturing. There he is. Thank you for joining me, Jean-François, and I think we've also got our project leaders here. Jean-François is an engineer with more than 20 years of experience in industry, and he's passionate about leveraging technology and science on concrete applications, and obviously very eager to see EIT Manufacturing support the delivery of some of these pan-European consortium projects through Factory 4.0 adoption. Welcome, Jean-François. And I think we were going to start with a question that involved a long quote, but I'm going to skip that one because I'd like to just ask you to get us into this session on a scale of 1 to 10, how prepared are European manufacturing enterprises for this digital transformation? How are we doing on that front?
Well, we are just discovering now how the industry is getting into that. Especially with regard to the sector, there are tremendous changes that are going to come, and we'll see what Schumpeter says the creative destruction process coming up. Company 21st century, and I can sense that 3 things will be required, especially for the SMEs. An ability to implement digital infrastructure and systems, the day-to-day exploitation of the second point is they will need to have the necessary skill to learn and above all act upon the change that is occurring, investing more in knowledge, human brains, capacity. And the third point, to be prepared really to tackle this in the world, is to have a vision to form. We need to go beyond the implementation of a marginal improvement on a particular sensor put on a line, etc., and try to look well further to the legacy system and sake of efficiency only. We need to transform that. Basically, the 20th century was about economies of scale. I doubt it will be the same on the 21st century. We are talking about scarce resources. We are at the pace we are going. We are not very sustainable. All this will impact very much what we do in the future. So this is what we can foresee as a change in the coming years.
Yes, and obviously incredible challenges. That translates into incredible challenges for everybody at the SME level and lower. It's time then, I think what we'll do is just proceed with our final round of projects, because I've got Sadia and Jordan here with us. So we'll go to Sadia Douib's presentation, which is the project Canvas. And just take it away. Video up, bitte.
Hi, I am Sadia Douib from CA List in Paris, and I am going to present the Canvas project. New advances in manufacturing technologies has driven the evolution of manufacturing architectures from the traditional automation pyramid to an integrated network of smart devices, applications, and services. One of the greatest challenges in this new Industry 4.0 architectures is interoperability. And in the Canvas project, we are implementing the Asset Administration Shell standard to ensure interoperability. So we are 6 partners, 3 research institutes, CEA List from France, Polimi from Italy, DFKI from Germany, and 3 industrials, Sherpa Engineering, Whirlpool, and Festo Didactics, which is the business champion of the Canvas project. So altogether, we are implementing a user-friendly tool that tests and validates the Asset Administration Shell standard. The toolset is based on 2 open source tools, Papyrus for modeling and deploying the AAS models, and Basics for their execution. The Canvas toolset will make part of Festo Didactics learning systems, and by this we are aiming to 20% increase in the skilled workforce ready for Industry 4.0 new challenges and technologies. So what's next? The Canvas toolset will be available for free and with an open source license by the end of the year 2020, December 2020, in the Eclipse platform. Also, next year, Canvas 2 will focus on the security challenge by providing access control policies such as encryption and authentication for the AES models, and also we will focus on the runtime monitoring to go further in the digital twin implementation.
Thanks very much to Sadia for that presentation of the Canvas project. And next, and it is our final project for these sessions here, is Dig Traforis from Jordan Janecko.
Hi, my name is Jordan Janecko. I'm really excited to be a part of the event today. I think it's a great opportunity for us to talk about some of the interesting things going on in EIT manufacturing. And I'd really like to talk a little bit about the project that I'm doing together with our partners, LMS, Inestec, Intec Centras, Linpra, the Slovak University of Technology, and also the Czech University of Technology in Prague. We're doing some very interesting things along the area of Industry 4.0 and digitalization. And I wanted to give you a little bit of an overview about some of the things that we're doing, a little bit less about the project structure and more about both what the results are and also what the motivation is for what we're trying to do. Now, the results are going to be a roadmap document that allows small and medium enterprises to better understand how to use Industry 4.0 and digitalization technologies. The motivation that we had is just simply the fact that you see a big gap right now between large enterprises and small and medium enterprises about what their capabilities are. And we're trying to really go into detail about understanding what those differences are. And we've done that in a couple of different ways. One of the first ways is to actually go through and with a questionnaire and interview structure, we together with the partners have gone through and done over 50 interviews, understanding, especially in risk countries, what their current capabilities are. And you see this sort of imaged over here. We've mapped according to the RAMI 4.0 model, dealing with business layers, hierarchical layers, value chain, and also the ability to understand what are the different, and this is on the far left-hand side, what are the different business drivers and the vision that the company has from the first place. And we've mapped that together into a good cross view about what's going on in different sub-industries and also different geographies. The additional thing we've done to base the statements that we make our roadmap on are in the area of the open calls that we did. We had 20 specific projects dealing with Innovation 4, Industry 4.0, and being able to understand what are the most important things that companies need to be working on right now. If they're maybe a little bit smaller than some of the big ones that have a huge depth of resources, what are the most important things that they focus on? And so we're in the process right now. We're almost done. The open calls have finished, should be finishing up today. And we'll be going through and making sure that we've got a good understanding about how to summarize that information and make it available for everybody that reads reads our document. So looking forward to your questions later today as part of the panel session that we've got. And if you've got any detailed questions about both the results that we have from the questionnaire, the discussions that went on as part of the open call, or also the final document that we have about the roadmap, please stop by our virtual booth and we'd be happy to hear from you. Thank you very much.
How we make things in the world is changing. Some people are worried. We're not. We see it as an opportunity to become fully digital, climate neutral, and highly innovative in these challenging times. And EIT manufacturing is leading the way. We're creating a Europe-wide community of businesses, students, researchers, engineers, workers, digital nomads who are all working to improve your everyday life.
Hello, my name is Oriana Rodriguez.
My name is Harry.
Nuno Gouveia.
Sebastian. From France.
From Portugal.
We want to help
reduce energy waste
to transform and accelerate the European industry into the digital era. Bye.
Bye guys. See ya. From a network of industry heavyweights to up-and-coming startups, we're constantly on the lookout for great partnerships. By pairing knowledge, talent, and the right skills, we're able to challenge what we already know and create the unexpected.
We want your ideas to come to life quicker, your investments to reach markets smoother, and to create more resilient supply chains.
It's worth fighting for. New friends, new skills, and smart machines fully connected using fewer resources and taking care of the planet.
We're not just about education and innovation for the industry, but we're also about ideas that drive society forward and make it grow.
A new Europe is emerging. It's green, connected, and digital.
Are you ready? We are.
Be part of the change.